I'm excited to talk to a big time guy out of Euclid High School. And I saw him play as a sophomore, and I didn't see him play last year because of COVID, and he's looking for a good senior year. Ty Howard, how are you doing?
I'm doing great so far this year. In the weight room, training hard, working hard, focus on school. Yep. COVID.
Training hard. Do you
Yep.
play any other sports, Ty?
Baseball. I do baseball and I do travel baseball too.
You travel baseball. Okay.
Yes,
what position? Center field?
Center field and pitcher.
A pitcher. Okay.
Yep.
That's really good, man. I could see you as a center fielder going side to side with the outfielders and stuff like that. And probably a pretty good arm. Okay. You guys have high school baseball too, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It got canceled last year because of COVID, but this year we got it.
That's really good. Good. What about football? What's your favorite position?
I don't know. It's hard to choose between defense and offense. But
running back?
Yeah, probably. That's a tough one.
You got a new staff, new coach coming in. What do you think you'll be playing this year? You got to get up a little bit on me. You're dropping down. There you go.
I'm gonna be doing both.
Okay, let's stop. I mean, I can cut this out. You got to get really up high. There you go. There. Can you stay there? Can you keep it like that?
I'm holding it with my arm.
I know you're holding it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me, Ty, what anybody just kind of taking you? Are you influenced? Who's been a big influence on you so far? You're going to be a senior, but so far, who's been a big influence on you? Anybody?
Yeah, I'll say my brothers, my little brothers, my older brothers. They've been motivating me to play harder. My teammates, the coaching staff, everybody been motivating me. And my stepdad came into my life since I was a little boy, and I say he's the biggest influence.
Okay, good. That's really good. Good. Stepdad, that's super. And he's helping you a lot and everything. Okay. Tell me, who do you use as a role model, or anybody that you just kind of look up to besides those guys?
Role model.
Let's do this. I got a different, Ty. Who would you look to in the pros or college? You got any favorite athletes that you kind of think about or anything like that?
I'll go with LeBron James. He doesn't play football, but
he played high school football.
Yep. He was really good in high school. Yep.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. What drives you, Ty? What motivates you? What drives you?
See, I'm very competitive.
Okay, so that's good. That's what I mean. Well, I use the thing words to live by. So what would you're very competitive, right?
Yeah.
And anything you do?
Everything I do, no matter what. It can be school, football, on the field, off the field.
School going pretty well?
Yep.
That's good. What are your favorite classes? Subjects?
Favorite class? Always been naturally good at math. So I would say that's probably my favorite subject.
Wow. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm not a math guy. I taught English, not math. I go crazy. What do you think is your strongest strength? I mean, that's silly. What's your strength in football?
So mentally, I say I'm mentally prepared is probably my strongest strength for football. Learning what the offense is going to do before they do it.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
You must look at a lot of film then.
Yes, sir.
Video. You must look at a lot of video and then just practice that and figure out what they're going to do. That's really. What's one area you have to work on?
have to work on. I always feel like I'm playing. I could play faster. I can get to where I'm supposed to be faster on the field every play.
Yeah. Will strength training help you with that? You improve your speed and everything? Good.
Yes.
Keep working at that. How tall are you and how much do you weigh?
Well, I just weigh 197 and I'm 6 feet.
Okay. That's really good size and pretty good speed, I would think, right?
Yep.
So maybe someplace in defense too,
Yep.
or running back. That's really good. What is one thing that bugs you, that upsets you, that annoys you? What annoys is a good word. What annoys you?
What annoys me,
Yeah,
like on the football field wise,
anything.
anything. Well, I keep since we're talking about sports. When I see people that could be better than who they are, but they choose not to be, annoys me. I say that sports wise.
Yeah,
So that could work harder, but don't work harder.
yeah,
So,
yeah. That and probably going into your senior year, that'll be important somehow that you get that. Okay. Well, if you could trade places with somebody for one day, who would it be?
trade places
With anybody for one day.
for one day. Uh, that's a good question. Probably would have to be. I say somebody for one day. Probably like the president. Somebody powerful where I can help people.
Somebody what?
Somebody that has power to help people. Somebody,
Tries to
I
help
say the
people.
president, somebody in the government, somebody in the office.
That's really good. I didn't think about that. What do you think you'll be doing 10 years from now?
10 years from now? Let's see.
You got college. What do you think about doing?
Well, from 10 years from now, my dream is to play in the NFL.
Yeah, that's
but
good.
If I can't make it to the NFL, probably, let me see. Because I know I'm going to college. I know I'm something. I don't know yet. I'm in this very good class.
That's fine.
Architectural
I mean,
design class.
you got to drive to go to school. Get an education. Football into college. What are you looking for in college as a football player? What kind of college are you looking at, or do you care? Like Mid-American Conference, or you just want to play, or what do you think about? You obviously some people are looking at you now and talking to you now. What do you think along those lines as far as college and stuff?
Yeah, I just want to play. So
you go just about any place.
Yep.
Get a free education.
Yep.
That's huge, man. Yep. That's really huge. Tell me what, I think we talked about it a little bit. What do you have to improve on? Do you think your speed in football? What makes football such a good thing? What's the good thing about football?
Football prepares you for things in life. Adversity, it helps you with that. Like during coronavirus, we got to get up early for school. Football practice, you got to get up early to go to practice. So it aligns with things in life. So that helps out.
Gives you some self-discipline, some discipline and structure. That's really good. What's one of the bad things about football?
Bad things?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Huh? How about those mornings after a game? You're tired and all banged up and stuff.
I say concussions, but
yeah, that's good. You know Coach Ginn over there in Cleveland?
You said who?
Coach Ginn, Ted Ginn, do you know him?
Oh, yep.
Head coach at Glenville.
Yeah.
He's a good friend of mine. He's a really good friend of mine. Okay, couple more things. Tell me about recruiting. How is that going so far?
It's going good, and I'm learning how the recruiting process works now that I'm talking to more colleges. So it's been going.
Tell me
good.
what you've learned.
Uh,
Or tell me, Ty, tell me, what advice would you give to a recruit as a sophomore now? You're going into your senior year. What about a guy that's going into his junior year? What would you, and he doesn't know much about it, what would you tell him about recruiting?
you got to get your Twitter right. You got to get it up. That's the app where the college posters are at. You got to communicate, and grades. Grades, you need them.
That's good. You got to build relationships. You're off on me there. Okay. You got to build relationships too, don't you?
Yes, sir.
That's huge, huge. Any schools contacting you now? Any
Yep.
colleges?
Yep.
Give me one or two.
Well, Kentucky, no one, Kent.
Okay, that's good. But then you got more than a few, I'm sure, or more than two or three. That's good. Okay, I'm trying to think of anything else. What skill would you like to have? That ability that you don't have? Something that you could do, like musical instrument. What would be one thing you'd like to be good at? What would it be?
A skill.
Anything. What other skill? What other talent? Talent's a better word.
Talent. Sing.
Well, yeah, that's good, man. What would you sing? I don't even know what's popular anymore. All I know is country western. How's that? Country music. But my last question, if we talked about different things, what will you do in your free time, in your spare time? What do you do?
So my spare time, I like to travel. I go down to Atlanta. That's where my grandma live at, here and there. And then let's say when I'm sitting down, I like to watch sports, like different type of sports that I don't play. Like UFC, I like to go over old matches, boxing, so stuff like that.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Final question. Okay. What advice would you give to a freshman coming out for football this year? A freshman. You're a senior, and you've played a lot, you've got a lot of experience. What would you tell a freshman?
Don't be nervous, gotta be confident, but don't be overconfident. So
you gotta find that fine line, don't they?
Yep.
That line and stuff like that. And what else would you tell them?
I tell them when the coach, you're not gonna know everything as a freshman, so you got to be coachable. You got to be coachable. You got to be quick to know the game.
That's good. You got to be coachable. Well, I really appreciate this talking to you, and I've learned. I never met you before. I'm really glad you came on this podcast. Okay, I appreciate it.
Appreciate you too.
Okay.